You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepolite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Bolton.
And it is me, Andrew Bolton. And together we are
The
Sheep. Beat up, boo bop.
Soothing jazz.
That's right. Well, happy...
Smooth Jazz Mondays.
That's right again. Well, happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope
also, condolences for Mondays.
Wow, you could feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow.
I hate Mondays.
You didn't even have to say condolences. You could feel it in just the way you said it.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness gracious.
Tear came down. Almost. Sucked it back in.
Yeah, hope your weekend was good, though, guys.
Oh, yeah. Hope you guys had a good weekend.
How does she do it?
Mm-hmm.
Every time, just manages to capture it.
I'm here for you guys.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, guys, we have some stories lined up for you to help your Monday go a little bit faster.
All right. Let's do it.
All righty. So, woman seeking revenge on ex-boyfriend accused of setting fire to wrong house.
Oh.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
He had to know. He gave her the wrong address.
But, I mean, let's say you get the house wrong, right?
Yeah.
How well of a boyfriend do you have the right to be that upset if you don't even know where he lives?
That is a good point. Right? If you're... Because it speaks to how well you actually know him, first and foremost.
You don't even know where he lives.
I don't think you were really as far along in your relationship as you thought you were.
No, I think maybe, 2 dates? Maybe she got to flash the ID.
They could have been dating for a month. I could see someone withholding residency for a month. But they would have to have been always going out on their dates.
Or she would have had to not drive there. So he would have picked her up and brought her home in, dark. I could also see that argument as well.
True. Okay.
2 or 3 times. But I came back. I was drunk once, and the other time it was late.
Yeah. So as of right now, it doesn't sound like.
But also, I mean, you deserve to get captured if that's how you're living your life. I have no idea where I am, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah, I just don't know how you survived until now.
Yeah.
She must always be chauffeured by all her guys.
She would have been picked off by a hyena back in the day.
Yeah, weak member wandering off.
Yeah, and a hyena. That's not a very impressive predator to be. They're like scavengers.
Yeah, pack scavengers.
Yeah, so not even good scavengers. Anyways, I apologize for this.
Yeah, we really dug in there.
Yeah, she did light somebody's house on fire.
True.
All right.
Wrong house.
Yeah, that bummer. So, a spurned lover's apparent desire for revenge against an ex-boyfriend backfired when she set the wrong North Carolina house on fire, authorities said.
Don't you just hate when you do that? What a doozy.
At least once a month, I tell you.
That forehead slap must have been brutal.
Foot in my mouth. So the bizarre incident came to light when a homeowner woke up early Friday morning after a neighbor notified him that a woman was attempting to set his house ablaze, the Rowan County Sheriff's Office said.
That would be so baffling. Like, who is this lady?
Why are you calling me so late? Somebody's trying to light your house on fire. This is the best late night call I've ever received. Thank you. That's the only time you want to be disturbed with a fire.
That could have ended horribly. Assuming she was successful.
Oh, yeah. I would have just assumed crackhead.
Right?
Some crackhead's outside trying to set my home on fire.
Nope, just a vengeful lover who doesn't know where the line in the sand is.
Do you think she stopped when she found out it was the wrong house? Or do you think she found out it was the wrong house?
I think the police pulled up, and then at the station she found out it was the wrong house.
Okay. So as the homeowner raced to get a garden hose, there were burning pieces of wood encircling a propane tank on his front porch.
She did a bomb style.
Yeah. But when he tried to use the hose, it didn't work because the suspect, Christy Louise Jones, allegedly used Flex Seal to block it.
Impressive.
What a sicko. That's smarts.
She was thinking a step ahead.
Yeah. She goes, you're going to watch your whole life blow up. I hope you have animals. I have no idea.
Like at this point, I think she was trying to kill her ex.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know your last name, but I know that I'm hurt.
He made the right choice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's just not the smartest dumb.
Yeah, he goes, maybe she dropped him. He's like, no, this is my house. You can drop me off here. This is great. Thanks.
Oh, man, that move does have a backfire, huh?
A literal backfire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your home's on fire.
Yeah.
So the homeowner then confronted Jones with his rifle as she was holding the leash to one of his dogs.
Jeez.
What did you do?
She really doesn't know the line in the sand.
Yeah, what did he do to you, ma'am?
Probably nothing. Nothing that counts for this.
Let's pretend we're The View, okay? And we're on her side.
I've never seen the show.
Basically, they're on every woman's side.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm on board.
Okay, we're on her side. It's like, yeah, but it's not her fault. Like, what did he do, you know?
Yeah.
What did he do to bring her to this level?
And, like, at least she has the dog on a leash.
Yeah.
Like polite to your neighbors.
Yeah, she's saving him, obviously.
Yeah.
You know?
She's probably going to bring him to a better home. Hers.
Yeah.
And it's also a trophy to her.
And who's saying that propane tank is even, like, filled? Like, it could be an empty propane tank.
Yeah.
Just like his heart. Now, she did get it wrong that it was the wrong neighbor, but he deserved this.
And she dressed to impress on this one, guys.
My God.
Perfect outfit for burning a house.
That's right.
I don't know how vapid these people are.
Yeah.
I'm going real far.
Yeah. You just go, you're like, wow, that is pretty offensive. All right, calm down.
No.
All right. Man, Joy Behar is getting old. All right. She just mumbled. Oh, hey, we actually did a pretty good impression of her.
Yeah,
then.
wow.
So she just mumbled before she drove off as first responders, blaring their sirens, approached the scene. So she probably said something. You probably just couldn't hear. What do you think she said?
And I'll take your little doggy too.
It sped away. So Jones allegedly brushed the homeowner with her car as she sped by him. And she hit him with the car.
She had, when she saw this gentleman come out, wouldn't that be the giveaway that you got the wrong house?
I'm not sure she has a boyfriend. This could all be made up in her head. Because why else would you keep going? Yeah.
Yeah. At a certain point, I guess maybe, okay, it makes sense she never met the dog because she was never invited to his house.
Right.
But when you saw the guy that came out of the house.
Yeah, with a rifle.
It's dark out here. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Take off your fake nose. Otherwise your dog gets it.
You.
Yeah. So, a witness told deputies a former boyfriend of Jones owned property in the neighborhood, and they believe she might have had her eyes on the wrong house. The television station reported. Oh,
she
so
just winged it?
Yeah, so this is what, and who knows if this is even the true story. Maybe it goes even much deeper. Maybe he really did do something to her.
Yeah, how far does this scandal go?
Does the dog have something to do with it?
Probably.
Every time.
Every good plot twist comes with a furry creature.
Yeah, but usually what they do in stories is they build up an animal so that way they can kill it off later without having the storyline affected by actually killing off a real character. Isn't that interesting?
Super. I'm going to write that one down.
But it always hits home harder. Like whenever a dog dies, that hits way harder than
Oh, gosh. My dog Skip, I bawled my eyes out at that movie.
Yeah. I think everybody just understands. Everybody can relate to a dead dog. Not everybody can relate to like
just a pet.
Yeah, a dead
an emotional support animal, basically, is what level that takes.
A dead friend, if you will. Everybody can equate, everybody has one of those. But not everybody has like a dead boyfriend who's in the Navy. You know?
Well, what I think is really funny is she was going around appraising the houses, and she looks at this one and goes, "Yeah, that's Stan's. That's his yard.
Yeah.
Totally likes those flowers."
He went to University of Kentucky. I see the flag. I'm just a fan. So deputies said there is no evidence the homeowner and Jones knew each other. She was charged with first-degree arson, assault with a deadly weapon, and larceny of an animal. Man.
I'm glad he got his. I assume he got his dog back.
So
then.
police hate you, firefighters hate you, and now PETA hates you too for stealing a dog.
That's a lot of walls you built in one night.
Yeah, you have no friends.
Yeah.
All right. Crazy broad.
Glad she didn't kill anyone, because she could have taken out a whole family.
And a dog, which would have
Probably.
been more emotional for everyone.
A couple guinea pigs. Guinea pigs are awesome.
You keep trying to sell that. It's not working.
Super cute.
We'll see.
Got a fat squeak.
Let's keep it going.
Okay.
So, woman, not plural, woman.
Mm-hmm.
I just say women whenever I see woman because I know all of you guys are in support of her.
Well, what did this woman do?
Well, she says that she was unaware of a bullet lodged in head for nearly a week.
I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah.
But you also can't see probably your head.
Yeah, covered in hair. You guys got a long hair.
But what did she think about the blood coming out? Like on the back of her pillow and whatnot? All of her clothes having a little bit of bleeding residue.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay.
All right.
I am curious, but maybe she could have been just going around like a zombie.
Oh, so she was just unconscious for a week.
Still operating due to muscle memory. There has been crazy stories like that. They've never carried on for a week.
But she could be the first.
Yeah.
Women are special creatures.
Extraordinary.
That's what I was going to...
the word you were looking
for.
for.
I started tripping. That was my...
Abort.
That was my verbal face getting dragged on the concrete as I fell.
Yeah, it's quite a few syllables to try to be confident about.
I'm going to go back to reading things again. So that was an evil laugh. A Michigan woman had a bullet lodged in her head without her realizing for nearly a week and says she still has no recollection of how she was wounded by the gunfire.
Well, I could see brain loss happening.
Yeah.
Or memory loss.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So that does add up.
Yeah.
It's one element of the story.
Mary Valls, 58, told the Post she was recuperating at the Saginaw home Thursday while trying to piece together the mysterious shooting that left her with a bullet in her head that's too dangerous to be removed.
That would be baffling.
I bet you got a great nickname.
Does she?
Yeah, she's got a bullet in her head. Yeah, she's going to have an amazing nickname.
Well, we're ready to hear it.
Oh, I don't have any.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come up with one.
Deadshot. Yeah. It's been done before.
Probably would be Deadpool, in all honesty.
Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get something like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So I have no recollection of how I got shot. Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's a good one.
You know, Wolverine doesn't remember how he got shot. Adamantium bullet, brother. Went straight through the skull. Healed, but the memories didn't recover. I'm sorry.
Adamantia.
What did you
It's
just
not
say?
a cool nickname at all.
That was a nickname?
That's a superhero name. I got distracted.
Yeah, all right. Sorry. I'm sorry about this, guys. We're failing on all fronts. All right. Let's see. Where was I? So I have no recollection of how I got shot. It was if it was a drive-by or if it came from people getting off the bus, Voles said.
At this point, I don't know if she's ever going to solve this mystery for us.
Yeah. I just know I have a bullet in my head. That's crazy.
So this story never continues into her finding out where the bullet came from?
Not yet.
Where is it located?
The
bullet? Yeah,
in her
where
head.
in her head?
It's supposed to be like up top right.
Somewhat of a frontal lobe. That's all I know from House.
Yeah. He would be proud.
Yeah, I don't know how she didn't see it when she looked into a mirror.
Yeah, well, it gets hidden in the skulls don't really bleed that much, do they? There's not a lot of blood up here, not a lot of skin. It's just
That's
kind of
a
like
good
skin and
point.
bone.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah. So, Voles doesn't believe she was targeted since she doesn't have any known enemies that you know of. That whole week's wiped. You could have made an enemy within that week.
Either that or there is a serial killer that is just mystified.
Or he's like, yeah, what do? Do you go after this person in fear of them remembering you?
Or they just did it while they were sleeping. And then the fact that this person's still walking around is just baffling to you. So they never saw you. But also at the same time, you were sure they were done.
Oh, yeah. So I think you give them a pass.
Yeah, whoever, if this was done by another person trying to kill her,
She gets a freebie, right? No harm, no foul.
they would be losing their mind. I would look for anyone sweating around her.
Yeah, it's time to just move to a country that doesn't extradite.
I haven't seen Frank lately. What happened to him?
Yeah. I think he moved to Cuba.
Yeah.
So, the former addiction counselor, who is now training to become a phlebotomist, said she was diagnosed with COVID-19 at a Saginaw hospital on June 29th, 2 days after she first went to Covenant Healthcare with chest pains and labored breathing.
Okay, this is getting... I don't know what this has to do with anything.
This is when she found out she had a bullet in her head.
Oh,
Because she
gotcha.
didn't go there for the bullet. She went there for COVID.
Huh.
So she had a gash to her head at the time, but neither Vols nor hospital workers were able to identify the source of the wound, Vols said. I didn't realize how I got that. I guess that's where the bullet came in. I just don't remember being shot or anyone even around me. So Vols said some of the details remain hazy, but doctors would later identify the source of her head wound on July 2nd after she fell and couldn't move.
Oh, gosh.
The only thing we know for sure is that sometime between the evening of June 27th and the evening of June 29th is when it happened. Voles' oldest brother, Matt Voles, told the outlet. She walked around with a bullet in her head for almost a week.
Oh, I mean, as a cop, I would just have to go through all the surveillance cameras of around her building and just patch it together.
Yeah. I find out what kind of caliber bullet it is, see what kind of distance you're working with.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think somebody sniped this lady, but...
Call her credit card company, see where in town she was at that day.
Yeah. So Vols' head wound was caused by a bullet or bullet fragment about 8 millimeters big, according to ML.com.
That's a small bullet.
Yeah, well, or fragment.
Oh, yeah. Okay, true.
Okay. Plus, hit her head. Luckily, she survived. If it was any bigger, probably wouldn't. So Vols had emergency surgery to try to remove the bit that has caused an infection and increased pressure in her brain, but doing so proved too risky, she said.
What if the bullet gave her COVID?
Damn,
Crazy.
Al-Qaeda.
I know.
Yeah, they're
The
figuring
plot
out new
thickens.
things. Man, they're good. So they tried to get the shrapnel out, but they won't take the bullet out, Vols said. It's too dangerous. Police have gone to Vols' home to search for any bullet holes. Well, that's not what you want to hear, is it?
Well, no, the bullet hole's in her head. I don't know. I guess maybe if it came from the outside, someone accidentally shot through her house or apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or the brother did it and nobody remembers. He's just the only other person in the story.
Yeah, usually you have to look at that person first, though.
Yeah. Well, family, obviously, yeah. Let's see here. But investigators haven't found any clues as to what may have happened, she said. I have headaches every day, and I have to wear a helmet, so that doesn't help with the pain, Vols said. It's pretty excruciating. I bet it is.
Yeah, I'm just surprised there's no surgery they can do.
And I didn't realize you had to wear a helmet. That...
Yeah, she can never have... She's got a soft spot there. If it moves at all, she's...
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is your cool nickname's gone if you're wearing a helmet.
Oh.
It's a bummer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you'd have, like, helmet head.
Ugh. Yeah. And then what's a helmet head? We all know what it looks like.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Bad hair day.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nobody's going to like that. So, Michigan State Police are probing the puzzling shooting Everything's unknown, Sergeant Stephen Moore told ML.com. It's under investigation at this point. Well, thank you for nothing, Sergeant Stephen Moore.
It's a very curious case.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know. How crazy would it be if she just had a laceration on her head when she was at the hospital, and then when she collapsed was actually the time that she was shot? What if they have the timing all wrong about this, and it just happened to go through the already pre-made incision?
Then Final Destination is real, and this woman is supposed to die.
I just don't know how they were so sure it happened a week ago. I don't understand that part.
There's a lot of scientists and people that know more about this story.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't like that that's how that's been explained to me.
I get that.
It's a non-answer, but it is an answer.
Yeah, we're dumber than people. That's
Things
how.
are operating beyond your understanding.
Yeah. I don't know how this
accept
magic screen is showing me words. So
that's true. Touch screens? No idea.
yeah, magic.
All right. Anything else on this story?
No, but we will keep you posted.
Yeah,
if we figure it out.
I'm super intrigued about this.
Yeah.
Lady, and I hope she eventually finds some sort of surgery to get that out.
You got to look at ex-boyfriends.
Right?
Yeah, see what they're up to. Anyways, moving on.
Here we go.
Retired cop shot by wife over child sex abuse allegations at her daycare center. So just from the title,
yeah,
I don't like the sex abuse. I like the fact that the wife shot her husband, or retired
assuming it's
cop.
all true.
Right. I don't like that it was at a daycare center.
Oh, it happened at the daycare center?
Yeah, at her daycare center.
Oh, I thought that was just where the allegations were brought up.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm inferring this too much.
Yeah, I would assume the daycare center noticed something and talked to the mom about it. And then she probably then took matters into her hands.
All right, let's see. So a retired Baltimore police officer has been charged with more than a dozen child sex abuse counts after being shot by his wife for allegedly molesting kids at her daycare center, police said. Okay, so it is her daycare center that she runs, and he was going in and abusing the children that she was taking care of.
I don't know. This is one of those cases from right off the rip of the description. I'm on board with her.
Oh, yeah.
Really
the only thing you can do for your company as well at that point is a molester came in, yeah, but it was my husband, yeah, but I shot him.
Because, yeah, if she hadn't, from the outside view, it would have looked like there was a chance she knew something was going on.
Right. So maybe she's a mastermind. I'm not saying she is.
She could be, but yeah, for the most part, I feel like she was a victim of his as well in this regard.
I do too. I don't think it's one of these crazy HBO stories.
Yeah. Where turns out he was her puppet.
Yeah. Turns out women don't really need much more of a reason than you touching children to squeeze the trigger.
Gotcha.
So James Weems. Oh, sorry. No, I am on the correct spot. Never mind.
Oh.
I rescind my apology.
Accept it.
So James Weems Jr., 57, was arrested on Monday in the hospital where he has been treated for serious injuries sustained during a July 21st shooting. The Washington, D.C. Metro Police said that the ex-cop's wife, Shantiri Weems, 50, shot her husband of 5 years last week at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. Okay, so it happened at the hotel. That's a good place to shoot somebody, as a hotel. You don't want to shoot somebody in your own home.
That is a weirdly good point.
Nobody's really attached to a hotel room.
It does stink for the hotel itself. Eventually, it'll become haunted.
Yeah, as long as right. If you died, right. So at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel on Maryland Avenue in the capital, detectives responded to the luxury hotel. Oh, a luxury as well.
Go on.
I guess you can't.
How else do you get them to believe in going there?
Oh, you with just an extravagant night out?
Make sure he comes.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. He won't miss this.
Yeah.
Or you could just say, hey, I'm having a slumber party with the kids. And he would come to that too. You don't need to fork over $400. You just need to fake a little girl voice in the back. What's that, Mary?
Who knows why her choice? I don't know why she chose a luxury hotel, but I do think it would be, maybe this is where...
I think it's a boss move.
Well, I think this might just be their standard of hotel. If she just got him a shabby one and they weren't leaving town, that would be a strange thing to do.
Okay.
He was like, oh, he would make the weird joke, hey, am I about to be killed here?
So, detectives responded to the luxury hotel where a night stay starts at $400. That's pretty expensive. For a daycare center owner
it is.
And a former police officer.
But it's more believable for date night.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Yeah.
So, at around 7:40 p.m. for a report of a shooting and found James suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. The husband was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. His wife was arrested after a brief standoff with the police and charged with assault with the intent to kill, a felony. She is due in court on Friday. I think they're going to let her out. And I think she's going to have the most popular daycare center. I
think she's going to get 20 years to life.
You think so? You think she's going to die?
I don't think. I guess not. I think she's going to get at least 20 years.
No, you got to think of it this way. She's a lady.
Yeah.
And he was a perv.
Yeah, I know. I've already factored that in. She'll probably get out and 10 years for good
years?
Behavior.
That one guy in Russia got 1 year?
Yeah, but...
that's Russia.
It's Russia.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not trying to say anything about Russia, but that's...
Yeah, you wish we had a little bit more pull when it comes to this situation.
Yeah, when it just comes to, due to the fact that this piece of shite touched kids, we're going to cut you a break.
Yeah,
It's like shooting an animal.
Yeah, I would want to hear if these allegations were true or not as well.
Right.
Because, of course, I'm all for this if it is all true. But
so his wife was arrested after a brief standoff with police. We already got that. The detectives' investigation revealed that this offense was domestic in nature. Genius. On Tuesday, the Baltimore County Police Department announced that an arrest warrant has been issued for James after allegations came to the light that the ex-cop allegedly sexually abused at least 3 children while working at a daycare center in the Baltimore suburb of Owings Mills, Maryland.
Yeah, and that's the other thing about this. Because this all could be true. I'm just saying this off of the first time I'm hearing this article. If you shot your husband and the cops pulled you in for interrogation and asked why you did it, which do you think people would be most understanding about? If you were just killing him because you didn't like him, or if you were killing him because he was a child predator?
But they had an arrest warrant out for him, which means they had
previously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they had an arrest warrant out for him before he got shot.
Oh, okay. I thought they only arrested him afterwards. After they took her in for questioning.
Oh no, actually, you're right. That is correct. When did this happen again? At around 7:40 p.m. July 21st. Okay, so July 21st today is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this happened. Okay, so yes.
Right? So it might just be only off of her words at this point. Not saying she's a liar.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. I don't want to hope for this man's death when it turns out she was just going after him.
Very enlightening. Very enlightened of you.
Thank you.
So, the woman said she arrived at the 5-star hotel in D.C. to confront her husband and repeatedly asked him about the abuse claims. The pair then got into a full-blown argument, which turned heated, she told authorities. The woman allegedly said that at one point James moved towards her, which is when she pulled out her gun and shot him.
Yeah, that's... I don't know which way to turn on this one, because if she is justified in what she did, I'm okay
Kudos.
with what she did. Yeah.
Yeah. But if it turns out not to be true,
Right?
then she's not only shot him, but she's ruined a man's reputation.
Yeah, they have to bring in the parents that complained then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So court documents stated that the cops recovered a notebook in a hotel room containing handwritten messages including, "I'm going to shoot James but not kill him. I want these kids to get justice and you gonna pay." Another note read, "My only regret for me is that I didn't put the bullet in your head." So she knew he wasn't going to...
Yeah, she had, by the end of it, she definitely had a goal in shooting him.
Yeah, but
no
she didn't want to kill him. But that was... Or that's a great way of going, look, I wrote it down. I didn't want to kill him.
Right? The note's a little bit weird. It's not like she was reminding herself she had to do this. You don't need a to-do list while you're there waiting to do what you're set up to do.
Right. No, I just shot him to injure him. It's like, isn't the first rule of a gun, don't point it at anything you're not ready to kill?
Yeah.
Like a gun is not used to injure people unless it's the movies, or apparently this woman.
Yeah, apparently she's able to...
She's John Wick with a gun.
2 shots and 1 in the head.
Yeah, very impressive. Whew. All right, well, we'll see if he's guilty. So, fair enough on that one, Mel. You've stopped me from saying some pretty horrible things.
You're welcome. Or, I'm sorry.
Oof,
yeah, right?
Difficult. We'll find out later in the week. All righty. Moving along. We're going to Japan.
Cool.
Yep, it's true. It's happening. Okay. Yamaguchi dispatches monkey hunting crew after spat of attacks in Japanese city.
Okay. All right.
All right, you've absorbed it. You ready?
For the most part. This is a little bit foreign to things that happen in my neighborhood.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
We have bands of squirrels and deer.
The deer, though.
The deer, they're a menace. So, not like, well, obviously the monkeys are going to be worse.
Yeah, my flowers still get eaten, though. So, gosh darn.
Yeah. But our tiny dog is safe. So, it's like potato, tomato. So, a Japanese city has been forced to hire a special unit to hunt troops of aggressive monkeys that have been terrorizing residents for weeks, with the savage simians, that was a difficult one, even sneaking into people's homes and trying to snatch babies.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, these things are a menace.
Yeah, you gotta get some bars on your windows.
Now they go after your babies. You're allowed to hunt them down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't care what PETA says.
That's pretty bad.
Otherwise, we're just letting natural selection happen, and that's not cool.
All right, so we got a monkey squad that's on the on the case.
Yeah, monkey death squad coming to town. Probably the most badass group of people in this town.
They're called ape shit.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
So at least 58 people have been attacked by the primates, Japanese macaws, in Yamaguchi, a city about 2 hours west of Hiroshima, since July 8th. Oh, so it just recently moved there 2 hours since July 8th. Okay. I understand that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's about 2 hours away. Oh, since when? About last week. Could you believe it? They moved it. So, according to reports, the macaws are interested. Am I saying that correctly?
How does it spell?
Macaqueus.
I don't know.
Yeah. Macaque.
Okay.
That seems worse.
Yeah, that's saying that fast in a sentence. Let's just stay with what you were originally pronouncing.
All right, macaws.
Okay.
I thought those were birds. Or a cookie. I'm not really sure. So, according to the reports, the macaws aren't interested in food. So, traps haven't worked. Man, Planet of the Apes has begun. So, they have targeted mostly children and older women.
It is strange. It's kind of like really revved up that all these monkeys are going for what would be probably called our weaker members.
Right. Well, that's you're not going to go after you're a 15-pound monkey. You're not going to go after a grown man.
Right. So they have to be someone in on a battle plan.
Although a 15-pound monkey versus Elliot Page.
Who's Elliot Page?
It's the transgender actor that was once Ellen Page.
Oh, yeah. Totally forgot about her.
Yeah, well, she's gone.
Oh,
Elliot
dang
Page
it.
is
It was
there.
the other way around.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Yeah, fool.
I'm just like, I barely get down actors and
Their names.
politicians' names, and now they're changing them.
Yeah. Is it weird that I haven't watched anything new? So to me, I stopped in 2015. So whatever you were then, that's what you are to me.
It's just, well, what they do is they pick a name that's kind of similar to what they were previously called, or some of them do.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more confusing for me.
Well, I think they do it to make it easy on themselves.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're like,
Probably people who know them.
I've still been, that way you're still, because every time you hear the first syllable of your name, you're kind of like, Andrea. I'm like, oh, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess that would be my name.
Andrea.
It's a little pompous, but Andrea. Okay. That's not bad. So, let's see here. They are so smart, and they tend to sneak up and attack from behind, often grabbing at your legs. City official Masato Saito said on Wednesday. Those pervert monkeys. Always grabbing from behind.
Ankle grabbers.
Those little bastards.
That's actually that would scare me in the night.
Oh, yeah, it'd be terrifying.
Just little hands.
Yeah, just grab your Achilles tendon.
Just really squeeze.
Yeah, you're like, ha, ha, ha. Starts dragging you under. Terrifying.
Especially as a child.
Yeah, and they're smart, so they're waiting for me to turn around.
Mm-hmm.
So, Quentin Tarantino, make that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, a woman was assaulted by a monkey while hanging laundry on her porch. A man in his 70s was attacked in his sleep. That would be terrifying. To just wake up to, because I've had a beetle or like a cockroach on my chest when I've woken up, and I've looked at that thing, and that thing looks huge to me when you first wake up and it's like right in your face. Imagine a monkey.
My worst fear would be a snake.
Yeah.
I would. I don't know. I might just vomit on the spot. Just a fear vomit.
Mine would be my ex-girlfriend's mom. You know who I'm talking about. You know who you are.
Man.
If you're listening, you know who you are. Mm-hmm. And if you're still the same woman that you used to be, you're still listening.
Yeah. And also, I'm about to hide. I'm about to ghost you.
Yeah, that's true. We're moving soon.
Yeah, we're going off grid.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't our house. Don't burn it down. So a distraught mother recalled how one of the furry bandits tried to make off with her child. I was vacuuming in the living room and heard the sound of my baby crying loudly, the mom said.
They take the child and raise it as their own.
Yeah, he becomes their leader. That's the story of Tarzan, is it's just a bunch of 15-pound monkeys and him.
It's the new updated version.
Yeah. That I would be more likely to believe. Yeah. The jungles of Japan.
Yeah.
But a panda, yeah, I think you could best a panda. Are panda Chinese?
Yes.
Yeah. Never mind then. So, where was I? When I went in to check, there was a monkey pulling the baby across the floor as if trying to make off with it. Yeah, you got to kill those monkeys. They're becoming a nuisance.
They don't want food either.
Yeah, so
they're just going for...
There's no reasoning with them.
They're just going for
They want
people.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for blood. Another father described how he heard crying and rushed downstairs at his home. Then I saw a monkey hunching over my child, he told the news outlet. It's pretty difficult to pronounce.
We saw a YouTube video, or it was like a short clip of a kid that started to get dragged by a monkey.
Yeah, those are terrifying.
Yeah, that was... It was... The monkey was really strong, too.
Same village. So this has been happening over and over, and now they're finally sending a death squad.
Yeah, because clearly the monkeys aren't getting tired of this.
No, it's become a sport.
Mm-hmm.
So local news station TV Yamaguchi reported that more than half of the victims have been women in their 40s or older. The feminists don't like that. And at least 6 victims have been children under 10 years old. Oh, the church doesn't like that.
Oh, man.
So initially, officials thought it was just one menacing macaw. The male primate, estimated to be 4 years old and measuring 1 foot 6 inches tall. I'll try to do it like Space Jams when they're introducing the Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm. I'm totally on board.
All right, I got to remember. It was that little guy, right? The rat with the big voice.
Yeah.
And introducing, like that.
Yeah.
The male primate, estimated to be 4 years old and measuring 1 foot 6 inches in height and weighing 15 pounds. Introducing the one male macaw. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Was trapped on Tuesday on the grounds of a local high school by the monkey hunting crew.
Nice. They got him. The king.
Who are armed with tranquilizer guns.
They're done for.
The furry bandit was then euthanized, but more attacks continued to be reported. So he wasn't working alone.
Dang, they gotta rethink this.
Yeah, you can't just kill one monkey. You gotta kill the whole tribe.
Yeah, you gotta call home and tell Honey that you're not coming home for a while.
Yeah, I've got to hunt down some. Primates.
I won't be there for dinner.
Yeah.
And maybe dinner's for a week for now.
Yeah. We're about to eat one of our own. Primates, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Not the children.
Right. So let's see here. No one has been seriously injured so far, but all monkey attack victims have been advised to get hospital treatment as precaution. When confronted by a monkey, the instructions are, this is good, we need to know this, do not look them in the eye. Make yourself look as big as possible. Okay. What if my eyes are what make me so big?
I feel like... Also, aren't we already pretty much bigger than them?
Yeah,
How
they
much
don't
bigger
care.
do you need to presume to be?
At least twice the size of a normal man. Such as by spreading open your coat, then back away as quietly as possible without making sudden moves.
Jellyfish out of there with your coat.
Why is it your move for everything?
That's how I picture most of life.
What is this creature? Don't mess with it. What I like to think is that they go, make him as big as possible, and then back out of the room. So now this monkey has a bigger ego than ever. Holy crap, did you see the size of that guy?
Yeah.
No. He's afraid of me. I should start attacking bigger things. So we're just giving monkeys bigger egos now.
Yeah, like this could be backfiring a lot.
I think this is what got us into the first place. If you see a monkey, make eye contact, then kill it.
Charge.
So that way it knows not to mess with other humans. You know what a monkey doesn't mess with? Wolves. Why? Wolves eat monkeys.
Yeah, we've been appeasing too much as a human race.
I think we've been out of the food chain for too long. Now that they're like, we don't even know what this is anymore. Let's see if we can eat it. And they totally can because we're defenseless.
Yeah. Like they just keep presenting these little human beings.
This one comes with a napkin.
In wooden baskets.
Yeah. Oh my God, it has a handle. Delivery. No, they just left it outside. So no one seems to know why the attacks have occurred, and where exactly the troop of monkeys came from remains unclear. I think we figured out one of them. Who knows where they sewers. That's where I would think.
Exactly. They're hanging out with the turtles down there, practicing martial arts.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That all makes sense. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life, Saito said. That's not what you want from a leader.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what the next step I'm going to take is.
I have never experienced, nor heard, nor thought about anything like this once.
Retirement is looking good right now. pass the torch to you all.
I think we get bigger monkeys.
Bring in the apes.
Yeah. You're like, I think this is what got us into this mess. Let's cut this out. All right. All right, guys. That was a fun one. The village sounds terrifying. But we have one more story for you today.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right?
All right.
All right, get off my back.
Let's do it.
Perfect. That's the energy I needed. Shelter worker called fat-phobic for not letting morbidly obese woman adopt dog.
Yeah, I honestly, they didn't let them adopt the dog because they were just so overweight. I feel like that they're in the wrong in that one.
The shelter?
Yeah, because you don't really know when she's gonna pass.
Well, I think... Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're saying, this bitch has only got like 2 cheeseburgers left. This dog's going to be right back here, and I'm not filling out more paperwork. No, get your fat ass out of here.
Well, I'm sure
That's what you're saying?
Let's say they're looking at how we would hope the rescue adoption company really is thinking about it. It's just the fact that they're like, oh, we don't want this dog to finally have a second home, get emotionally attached, and then this person be ripped out for them, and then they're in another unstable environment.
That's crazy that's where your head went. All right.
Well, that's what we would hope their mindset's at.
I
But
guess,
I'm sure there's one out there that's like, no, that's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, morbidly obese though. That is pretty big. Obese is one thing, but morbidly.
I do want to hear the poundage that we're talking about, because the tab for morbidly obese keeps kind of moving back.
As a shelter worker, at what point does a woman have to weigh for you to say, no, you can't take that dog?
Right.
No, for you.
Oh, my. I don't know.
I'm going to spit some numbers at you. 200 pounds.
I'd give the dog to him.
300.
You know, I would, even if they rolled in with an automatic wheelchair, I would still give them the dog, because then they could just walk it on that.
1,000 pounds. They're video messaging you from a phone saying, can you deliver this dog?
No, that would be where I draw the line.
Okay.
You do have to come in person to pick up your dog.
Okay. All right. So, a dog shelter worker is facing backlash for saying that they kept an overweight woman from adopting a pup due to her body type.
Oh, a pup?
Yeah, a puppy.
Oh. Yeah, I would be unsure if this person's going to give the dog enough exercise. If it's a small dog, I could see you giving enough exercise, even if you were in one of...
So it depends on the breed now.
Yeah, I would...
Okay,
if
so
it was a large dog, I would be very worried about them getting enough exercise.
High energy dog, border collie. Let's place a weight for you. It's a border collie. 200 pounds.
You would have to be out of the wheelchair. Or the
you'd have to be able to walk.
The electric chair. Yeah, you'd have to be able to walk.
Okay. So you wouldn't give a border collie to an electric chair person.
No, they would need to run at least.
At least run.
Yeah.
What about walk?
Well, if they were going to run, I would see someone being able to walk them to a park, a dog park, to be able to let them go free.
Okay. All right. So the employee was worried that the dog would not get the exercise he needed and is being labeled fat-phobic online, according to The Sun. I don't think that there's... I don't like the terms fat-phobic or homophobic, because that infers that you're afraid of it.
Yeah, and they're only afraid of what you're going to do.
Well, hang on a second. I agree with that sentiment, but what I mean is... I feel like people... What they mean is you hate fat people.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not afraid of them. You hate them.
Yeah, that's true. Which it doesn't quite correlate.
Yeah, it's just
when they describe their reasons for this person being fat phobic.
Yeah.
Because if there was someone operating by what the actual definition of fat phobic would be.
Yeah, because like arachnophobia is you're afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
You don't hate spiders. You're afraid of them.
Yeah. If you saw a giant person walking down the aisle, you would be fearful.
Yeah.
For your own personal well-being.
It depends if they're rolling or not, and it's a little downhill. Yeah, I'd be fearful. Oh my God, I didn't know I was in Indiana Jones. Why did we even go down the baking aisle?
No, yours doesn't seem fearful. Yours seems excited.
All right, so I turned it into a game.
Yeah.
It's part of my charm. So.
Okay. So that it is what we had thought it would be. The fact that this worker is worried the dog
who we
won't.
thought they would be. Who are you, the Indianapolis coach from way back when? I think that's who said that comment. They are who we thought they were. Maybe it was the Bears. I can't remember. Anyways.
Any inspirational speech.
Oh, yeah, it was very inspirational.
Yeah.
So the worker noted in a long post, which has since been deleted from Twitter, that the dog named Rocky jumped and showered the woman with kisses at an adoption event several weeks prior. It was love at first sight, right? Only problem, she was morbidly obese and drenched in sweat when it wasn't warm, the post read.
Yeah, I would be worried about that dog as well, but you are a rescue. And the most important thing for the dog is to get a home.
Yeah.
You can't...
It's not going to starve.
Yeah, you're not going to pick and choose the perfect environment for this dog. You're going to get pretty darn close. But, yeah, since you're a rescue, just get the dog a home.
Yeah, but that's
she could have a yard.
Right. Or other dogs.
Yeah.
So, I know you can't judge fitness by looks. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I hate it when people say that. They're like, look at this lineman. You wouldn't believe it, but he can run a foot. You're like, this is an NFL lineman. Get this out of my face. This is not the norm of,
Yeah, he's been working on his muscles for years to be able to carry that weight.
Yeah, this is like it's when people are like, sumos are fat. You're like, they're not fat. They're built. And then they've got a layer of fat.
Yeah. They put on the extra weight in order to make it even more difficult to move them.
There's always just that one fat guy that can do a backflip, and all the other fatties are like, yeah, see?
I could do it if I put my mind to it.
Yeah, see, all that I'm missing is the skill.
That's how I feel about backflips, though. I can't do one. Cartwheels? Barely.
No, you can't do it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to do it over the podcast.
Well, you held on to that little nugget of truth real fast.
It was our honeymoon. What am I going to say? You're doing a bad cartwheel? No. All right. So I know you can't judge fitness by looks, but I've never met someone her size fit enough to run over 2 hours a day with a hyperactive dog or chase him when he jumps the fence, the post continued. You're probably right, but at the same time, it depends. I need to know what kind of dog it is. If it is like a husky, like a husky that is one of those huskies that are actually bred to pull sleds.
Yeah.
Those dogs need... I had a husky. That thing needed to run 5 to 6 miles a day.
But the thing is... Yeah, and I agree with that completely. But she's not a breeder. She's not a place that sells puppies. They're a rescue.
Do you think this is a she?
Or a he. Yeah, I guess I've been picturing the worker as a she.
Yeah, they just... they haven't really given it up yet.
Oh, all right.
So, but you're picturing she.
I am picturing a she.
Yeah, a guy with this type of job, I'm picturing like, yeah, take the dog, get out of here, whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't see a guy doing that as much. Either that, or I would think his description of her would be somewhat nicer.
Oh yeah, you think a guy would be nicer than saying...
Due to kind of like how they have to tiptoe around things nowadays.
Yeah. No, it's just she seemed her first love was eating. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
But saying she just was perspirating when it wasn't hot out, that was a pretty nice way of saying someone's overweight.
We all know what that means. I'm picturing that person right now. Sweaty lip Joe McGee.
Oh, you actually had a person.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He knows who he is. So the shelter employees interrogated the woman, as they do with all adopters, to see if the dog would be a good match. She gave many yellow-green flags. I guess that means good. Such as sharing that she lived in an apartment next to a dog park and worked very flexible hours. Okay, both good things. That's what everybody says, though.
Mm-hmm.
They asked her about her activity level, and she responded by saying she had an active lifestyle, but didn't elaborate. You lying son of a bitch. Oh, you've got a
The
partner?
pause for that question.
Yeah. So what's your activity level, would you say?
I'm active. Moving on.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bakery down the street from me. I walk every day. So active lifestyle has many meanings nowadays, and I learned after having this job for a while that you have to go with your gut and prioritize animals over people's feelings. I guess that's fair.
Who are we to judge the person that's actually doing their due diligence with a meeting? I don't know what they call them. Interview.
Yeah. There's nothing sadder than seeing a dog get returned, and I bet this person's seen a lot of dogs get returned.
Yeah.
And so I bet these questions probably,
Right. If it had been like a little chihuahua, sure.
Yeah, sure, take it. Don't confuse it for, a Twinkie. So they added, as excited as this woman was about Rocky, of course she's excited about Rocky.
It's a puppy.
It has part of her favorite ice cream name in it.
Oh, gosh, that is good ice cream.
Rocky Road. I saw him going home with her, getting little to no exercise, trashing a couch or two, and then being taken back here, or worse, to a kill shelter. Yeah.
I mean,
You're exaggerating.
Yeah.
You're doing worst case scenario. You're trying to make yourself seem a little better for denying a fat person a dog. Maybe the fat person needed an active dog, but I understand that it's not your job to take a chance. This dog is basically a free dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this person paid $4,000 for this dog and then you said no.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a free dog that you're handing out, and you need to make sure that it goes to a good home. She kind of swung me, or he, but I agree that, I love my dog very much.
Like, it is a puppy, so it would get adopted eventually.
If she can't bend over to pick up dog shite.
True. I do not like stepping in dog shit.
I would need to see her pick up dog poop.
Mm-hmm.
And as a puppy, you pick it up like 4 or 5 times a walk.
Yeah.
So the hired hand explained to the woman that she couldn't take Rocky home and suggested she look at smaller house animals like cats. No, now you're dooming a person to being fat forever. That's... How about a bulldog?
The fact that they just completely changed the animal on them.
I just would have been like, hey, can we do how about an older dog?
Yeah, an older lap dog.
Yeah, an older lap dog that needs like a little bit of walking.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2 years, when that one passes, you come back, we get you a new Rocky. You've proven that you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also got to give it like, it's a dog. Give me my dog. And this dog needs a place to stay. I can see both sides.
Right.
I'm a fence sitter.
See, yeah, I wouldn't have told her. I wouldn't have let her know the reason why. I've been like, sorry, we already got a family that's put their name in for this one.
Yeah. Rocky becomes available in 3 days. If just do one of those. Rocky's still a couple days, what happened to Rocky? I don't know.
Yeah.
Rocky's in a better place right now.
And then you'd have 3 days to get the dog to a place that you like.
Yeah.
And if it didn't work out, you got to give him to the lady.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
So let's see here. She got mad and said things I won't say. I didn't mention weight, but I think she knew that she was the reason I turned her away. Yeah, she's the only reason.
They didn't mention weight.
Yeah, but then she posted it online and said it was because of the weight.
Yeah, that's where their downfall was.
Yeah.
You'd ratted on yourself.
Yeah, so they stated that they briefly doubted my decision and questioned if she really was a good fit for Rocky. But as I saw her struggle to walk to her car, I knew I was right.
I feel you there.
When your stereotyping is spot on, it's the worst. You're like, this guy with, he's got denim jeans that have bedazzled in them, and he's got a fake tan and gel in his hair. He's gonna be from Jersey. Hey, how you doing? You're like, I hate it. I hate it that I'm right.
Yeah, just completely feel bad about how right you are. I'm
yeah,
sure.
You go, well, this does nothing for my prejudices.
I'm sure in this case, I'm sure it was a little bit of a hard thing because you want to please both parties in this, but you're more on the dog side.
You are there for the dog. You're not there for the person. You're there for the dog.
You stayed strong.
And it's a puppy. It's not like it's not going to get adopted. All puppies always get adopted.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe this nice lady just needs some time to think about the dog that she would probably do best with too.
Maybe she's an angry work outer.
Ooh.
You know how like I'm an angry cleaner. Whenever I get angry, I start cleaning.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say she's not.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
she's probably more like me.
You know what an
angry eater.
You know what he should have done as they're walking to the car. They go, Miss, I'm sorry. Walk back here. The dog is yours. And then when they're really close, you go, no, I've changed my mind. I can't do it. Go back. And then they go back, and they get, no, all right, I've changed my mind. And then if they can walk back and forth 10 times, you go, you've passed my test. The dog is yours.
I don't think anyone will respect a power tripping like that.
But if they get the dog in the end.
Damn, that really seals the deal on how much you want the dog.
Yeah. Go down the stairs.
You gave away some pride.
Yeah.
Well played. I think you are missing your calling, Andrew.
I should be a dog giver outer. Yes. If I knew I should have gotten that tattoo. So let's see here. So my boss said he would do the same thing, the post said. However, the woman, who reportedly has a big following, took to her own social media accounts to also share the negative experience at the dog shelter.
Social media woe.
Yeah, they gotta love them.
I do not doubt she posted things afterwards.
Yeah. Well, it's the only thing. She's not going to go out and march for it. So,
I mean, she could have done a sitting protest.
Oh, yeah, those are the easiest. So now she could have blocked traffic.
Whoa.
All right. That's the last one, guys.
Yeah.
I swear. So, focus. So now apparently the woman I turned away has a large social media following, and she's been talking about the shelter, calling us fat phobic and urging followers to post bad reviews of us and to not to donate to us. She's murdering dogs.
That's what she's doing.
She doesn't understand.
She is every bit the horrible person you thought she was.
Well, I mean,
no, that's too far. And the people that actually do follow up on her that are just like,
yeah, you're now, because what's going to happen when you want a shelter to shut down? That's what you're saying. A no-kill. This is a non-kill shelter right now, and you want that to go out of business. You know what it's going to take its place? A kill shelter.
Yeah, exactly, because the dogs are still going to be there.
Yeah, or they're just going to put all the dogs down, or they're going to transport some of them and kill the ones that are older.
Yeah.
That's what you want?
So, yeah, this lady...
Eat a dino nugget and get a smile.
She's just vindictive. That's what it comes down to. And
this is because your only social interaction is with the show Empire, and this is how you treat people who disrespect you on Empire.
Yeah, probably.
You burn this whole motherfucker.
One of those corporation drama shows.
Yeah, that's all she watches. This is how the world works now. I've been too afraid to go out to it for so long.
Go, my minions.
Yeah. Oh, it's a house of cards.
Derate them.
Yeah. So let's see here. They added that the owner also says I did the right thing, but I'm unsure. The emails have been getting worse and worse. I fear we will lose funds and adopters, all because I was too judgmental. The animals are my number one priority, but should I have just let Rocky go?
No.
She's doing a good... I think it is a woman.
And I don't think so, because this is the standard that needs to be held for dog adoption centers. You can't have the line go too far to the side, because then you get people that just adopt dogs and abuse them.
Yeah.
You gotta have some standard to look for.
There is a reason shelters exist. It's because there are bad owners out there. And you don't want to give a dog that was just given away by a bad owner or by somebody who just couldn't take care of it to another bad owner.
Yeah, exactly. It's not setting up the dog for any success, and
Yeah, you got to have people that are on the dog side, not the person side. Mm-hmm. And you want those people working at a shelter.
Yeah. If you believe in the establishment.
But are we just being fat phobic here?
I'm going to say nay.
I would have said moo. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, you'll carry that torch. I'll be fine over here.
So, Redditors scolded the worker for judging the woman by her size. One person said, "I know you can't judge fitness by looks, and then you immediately did just that." No, you didn't. She
or he screened this lady.
Yeah.
And this lady was going for an energetic young puppy when she was easily perspirating from walking across a field on an okay warm day.
So, but then this person actually brings up a good alternative. They said the best thing to do would have been a home check and a 2-week foster trial.
I didn't know they do those. Yeah, that's great.
But that feels like a lot for a minimum wage.
It is. Yeah, you're expecting this company to have endless funds.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, all these things would be amazing, but we're getting our funding cut off because this fatty is this.
She's ruining her own chances.
Yeah, so now she can't do it. So
how horrible would it have been if she was just like immediately successful with cutting off funding, and then the puppy got euthanized?
Right. Yeah, she killed Rocky.
It's essentially kind of
she is trying to
avenue she's going down.
She's taking food out of Rocky's mouth. For as much as she loved that dog, she's now trying to...
Or the next Rocky.
Yeah. She's not a dog lover.
No, she doesn't deserve a dog, everyone. That's what we've decided.
Yes.
I mean, me.
So here's the next person's comment. "I'm overweight currently. At my heaviest, I was classified as obese. So was my now wife." That's what she wants to hear. Why are you bringing up my weight in a post about some other bitch? Stop doing that. I'm no longer obese. Yeah. You're like, but I need to remind you so that way you know what it's like. So was my now wife, another person commented. "Yet when we were at our fattest during the lockdown, we walked our dog 5+ miles a day." There's a difference between being obese, being fat, and being overweight, being obese, and being morbidly obese.
And on top of that, you can factor in the endless amount of time we had during COVID.
Yeah. That's when everybody should have gotten to their, you put on some weight because you don't see anybody and you do all that kind of stuff, but you have more
right. But we were going on more walks with our dogs too.
That's all you could do.
Yeah, it's the only way you could get outside.
Yeah, so they said, yet when we were at our fattest during the lockdown, we walked our dog 5+ miles a day. Granted, there were no hills.
Yeah, still. Good for you guys for walking them. I do think you're naming some pretty specific stuff that don't really pertain to this lady.
I think...
Assuming the worker described them all correctly.
Yeah, let's try... Yeah, I would... If they had said, like, 600-pound woman... That we've all seen the 600-pound woman. And conventional doorways don't work for this person. Are they really going to be able to take care of a dog? But now, if we're talking about a 200 to 250 plus...
She could take care of a dog.
Yeah. But to the point where you're... I don't know.
Depends on your height and that.
I would have given him an older dog. Puppy's a lot to give up.
I'm just thinking about our dogs and...
When they were
so hard to keep up with. We still have a puppy
and they're a pain. Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
I'm sore. My hips are sore. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, guys.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Mm-hmm. Maybe we are being fat phobic. Let us know if Melissa is being fat phobic in the comments.
Could be. I'm scared of a lot of things.
That's true.
Mostly snakes, though. I'm snake phobic.
Fat snakes, because they've freshly eaten.
That would be terrible.
Alrighty, guys.
Do I grab you? There's another thing inside of you.
Oh.
Alrighty, two guys. Animals in one.
Well, thank you for tuning in to another fantissimo episode of Sheep. And as always,
stay classy out there, everyone.
There you go.